In this video, let us try to understand how to install and configure Azure CLI as well as Azure PowerShell. So let us get started. So I'll go to the search engine and then I'll say Azure CLI install. Now, if you go into the Microsoft documentation, this documentation is well formed. You can use this documentation to install Azure CLI on Windows, Azure CLI on Mac, and all the other possible platforms. So in this video, let us confine ourselves to Azure CLI, which is on Windows. So I can go ahead, download the MSI installer from here, and then execute this stuff. There is one more way of installing any other softwares. As you might have seen in one of my previous videos, I have spoken about Chocolatey. So you can use Chocolatey to install Azure CLI. So just if you navigate to Chocolatey, and over here you can search for Azure CLI. So if you see Azure CLI, and to install Azure CLI, you can use this simple command, Choco install Azure CLI. So the choice is yours. You can either use this or you can run this command from your PowerShell, which you start as an administrator, or you can download the MSI installer. Okay, so downloading MSI installer is one choice. You save this. Okay, or you copy this command, open PowerShell as an administrator, and then try to run this command. That is other way of looking into this. Or if you prefer Chocolatey, you can use Choco install Azure CLI. Choco install Azure CLI. Right? The choice is yours. In this video, let me basically go with Chocolatey. So I'll be opening PowerShell as an administrator. Let me increase the font size for better visibility, and then I'll be executing Choco install Azure CLI -y. Wonderful. So now Chocolatey says Azure CLI has been installed. Now close this PowerShell, relaunch PowerShell, and now let us try to execute this command az-version. So this command is responding as back. So this tries to tell us that Azure CLI has been installed. Now what we would try to do is, let us try to log in into Azure from CLI. Okay, we have installed Azure, but we have not connected our command line to Azure account. So for that, I can easily execute a command which is called as az login. When I do az login, this will ask me with what is the account which you want to connect to. I'll select my account. I'll pass my credentials. And now it says that you have logged in into Microsoft Azure. Okay, you can close this window, and this will redirect automatically to Azure CLI documentation. This is a very elaborate documentation, and for doing anything on Azure CLI, you need not know anything beyond this. So now if you go over here, you get some of the details. Okay, now let me try to execute a simple command which is called as az group list. So this command should either give me some return value, or it should not throw me an error saying that I don't know who you are. That is the only thing which basically you need to verify at this moment. This is how you set up Azure CLI. Okay. Once you set up Azure CLI, one more thing which I want you to do is, generally we tend to develop scripts. And when we tend to develop scripts, it is always a good idea to write the scripts using some editor. And in one of my previous videos, I have already shown you how to install Visual Studio Code. Now, let me try to install this Azure CLI and then open this with Visual Studio Code. And now once you open this terminal, navigate to the extension section and then try to execute Azure CLI. So, are using Azure CLI tools from Microsoft? Try to install them. So, the advantage of this CLI tool is whenever you create any file, okay, with some kind of an extension like test.azcli, this Azure CLI tool will help you, or the extension which you have installed will help you in building the commands. So if I type az group, are you seeing I am getting the help? So we get this IntelliSense, and this will be very much useful for us in developing scripts. Wonderful. Now since we have Azure CLI setup, now let us try to see if I want to set up Azure PowerShell also. I'll be doing that in the same video because they are not very difficult or they are not very different. So let me go over here and let me search for Azure PowerShell install. Okay. So if you see, I can install Azure PowerShell, okay, with PowerShell get module. Okay, I can install it with MSI. So you can download the software like how you have downloaded the Azure CLI and then use it. Okay, right. So let me go with install. So it tries to tell that if you want to use this Azure PowerShell, you need to have Windows PowerShell 5.1. So that can be easily cross-checked with this simple command $ps. Okay, version table. In $ps version table, I have 5.1.1.18. So generally, if you are using Windows 10 machines, you will not have problem. Okay, and then you might need .NET Framework 4.7.2 or later. So if you don't have .NET Framework 4.7.2 installed on your machine, this might not work. Okay, right. So make sure that you have PowerShell get. So this is something which you can do. Now if you want to install .NET Framework 4.7.2, if you click on this link, he will try to tell how to basically install, right, and what are the different versions. So you can download the .NET Framework over here. Yeah, right. So now let me come back to the PowerShell documentation, scroll over here, and now if I want to execute, right, he is trying to give me the command over here. Okay, so generally it is a better idea to run whole of this PowerShell script, but for now I'll be executing only this because I am relatively on a new machine and I don't have any PowerShell modules configured earlier. Now the context behind this is Azure PowerShell earlier had this module which was name of Azure RM. Now basically what it is trying to tell us, okay, whenever you have Azure RM and AZ module, both might not work. So it is a better idea to uninstall Azure RM and then install AZ. But since we are doing our setup newly, we might not have that problem. So I am basically copying only this part. But running or copying this whole command also will not be anything troublesome. Okay, so let me do this. This command is asking, do you want to download this NuGet provider? I would say yes, I want to. Yeah, it is an untrusted repository. Just go with yes. So if you see, there are different packages that are getting installed. I will be waiting for this installation to be completed. So it is done. Now let me try the execution policy to be set to bypass. And I would try to tell to execution of this policy change to all. And then let me try the command connect AZ account. Now let us see what happens. So if you see, the browser is launched. From here, I can log in into my account. And now if you see, the Azure is basically set up. Now let me execute a very simple command, get AZ resource. Now this command will give me a list of all the resource groups which I have connected to my account. That's it. Okay. So the way how you connect Azure CLI or Azure PowerShell is not much different, but whenever you run Azure PowerShell scripts, you might need to set the execution policy. So you can Google this command to know better. This is the execution policy which speaks about executing the PowerShell scripts. So in my personal laptop, I would prefer it with a mode called as unrestricted, because I know what I'm doing, but that is a very dangerous mode to be in. So generally people tend to use bypass. So you can set the execution policy to bypass. That is what I had for this video. I hope your CLI setup, your PowerShell is set up, and we are up and running to continue the next options in our classroom discussions. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe our channel and click on bell icon.